I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
You do have to think about the children and the spouses. We're all laughing about it, but they're all families and stuff.
There are a lot of damage.
Yeah. There's more reaction to the story everyone's talking about. The CEO caught on kiss cam at a Coldplay concert, snuggling with his head of human resources. Today, there are serious questions whether they will be forced to leave their jobs. Allison Hall has the latest.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very
Just when the Andy Byron Coldplay scandal started cooling down, it exploded all over again. And this time, it's not just boardrooms and viral clips. It's personal, it's domestic, it's dirty. Because now, his own family is dragging him to hell, one leak at a time.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Andy Byron was the CEO of Astronomer.com. Okay. And the woman, Kristin Cabot, was the head of HR. So, it's a little against HR policy, number one, to be dating your coworker, but especially when your coworker is married with children. And it's very unfortunate. But this is how it came out. And a lot of the internet is going, sorry. I mean, this has birthed a million memes. This is, what to do at a Coldplay concert, or, oh my God, finding out your husband is cheating in a Coldplay concert.
So let's back it up. Former Astronomer CEO Andy Byron was caught on the kiss cam at a Coldplay concert, locking eyes and leaning into Kristin Cabot, his company's chief people officer. What seemed like a slightly awkward office flirtation. Now it's full-on exposed infidelity with nationwide fallout.
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video. I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way.
Coldplay would have moved on?
100%. I think if they acted natural, no one would have thought twice. What a cute couple. I mean, I'm sure people in their inner circle might have caught something, but I definitely wouldn't have posted that video if the reaction wasn't the way that it was.
But baby, the fallout at home is even worse. His teenage daughter allegedly leaked voice notes and texts in a private group chat, which ended up blasted on a drama page within hours. One message read, "Mom's been crying for weeks. Kristin's name kept popping up on his phone at night. He's disgusting."
He's married with teenage children. Kristin Cabot has been divorced for 3 years. She was hired just 8 months ago. And now that 15 seconds of video is having a devastating impact on both of their lives.
Another post included a voice recording where she said, "He thinks we don't hear his calls at midnight, but he literally says, 'I miss you' to Kristin. He calls her star stuff." Oh, that nickname alone deserves jail time.
It's priceless, or cost of a ticket.
Yeah.
Cost of a divorce. Oops.
I do feel bad for the family.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Right.
His wife has immediately took his name off her page, shut down her social media. Until then, it was a big family portrait. No
And it doesn't
more.
stop there.
Now listen.
Andy's 9-year-old son apparently told a family friend, "Daddy made mommy cry because of the girl at the concert." Listen, kids are blunt. And when a child connects the dots this clearly, it says everything. Meanwhile, Andy's wife, Megan Kerrigan, has gone into silent savage mode. First, she unfollows him on every platform, deletes all couple pics, then posts a black screen on her Instagram story with the words, "Loyalty isn't a joke. Neither is karma." That post stayed up just long enough to go viral.
Play stupid games, win stupid
And girl,
prizes.
the rumors say she's plotting a tell-all podcast. A source close to Megan claims she's already spoken to a producer from a major streaming service and is considering telling her truth in her own voice. She's tired of being the side character in Andy's downfall. But the tea doesn't stop at home. A former employee dropped a bombshell on Reddit, claiming this isn't Andy's first workplace affair. Apparently back in 2021, he was extremely close with a now-fired VP of operations. They'd allegedly traveled together frequently and had matching burner phones. What's with this man and second phones?
Now listen, there's been a bunch of statements that have come out so far. What we know is that they are fake from Andy Byron. However, Astronomer.com has put out a statement, and they've said that he is now on leave. The Pete DeJoy, the founder, is now taking over as interim CEO, and they added that, quote, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability." End of quote.
So a lot of fallout, not just with the family, but professionally as well.
Oh, absolutely. Now, listen, Kristin has gone through a divorce, but apparently the two have known each other and worked together in the past.
Speaking of burners, Megan allegedly found Andy's burner phone in the glove compartment of their Tesla. Inside, a hidden email account, shady hotel bookings under aliases, and yes, romantic poems. One subject line, constellations and coffee. Like, sir, this is not a Nicholas Sparks novel, but the most disturbing rumor? One employee claims to have recorded a conversation between Andy and Kristin, discussing how to avoid crossing HR lines on paper. If that audio exists, we could be looking at corporate misconduct and premeditated cover-up.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Insiders say Kristin Cabot had total access to Andy's calendar, investor calls, even private Slack channels. Some allege she routinely deleted meeting records and moved calls to her personal Zoom account. And yet they told staff it was for confidentiality. One internal memo surfaced anonymously, showing a list of NDAs signed by junior staff who witnessed inappropriate behavior. These employees were allegedly given retention bonuses to stay silent. Translation: hush money. And not the small kind. Meanwhile, one of Kristin's old LinkedIn DMs just leaked. And baby, they're flirty. A former colleague claimed Kristin messaged him in 2019 saying, "I always make magic with smart CEOs." Now, folks are wondering if this scandal has been years in the making.
People were speculating, okay, there's that video. Yeah. Including Coldplay's frontman, who said, are they having an affair? They're just shy. Turns out it was the first one. What do we know?
Andy's eldest son skipped his father's resignation dinner, reportedly telling his cousin, he's not a man I can look up to anymore. The cousin posted that to Facebook, then deleted it. But y'all know the drill. Screenshots hit Twitter in seconds. A source close to the family says the Byron kids are now living separately with Megan in Maine, while Andy's holed up in a rented townhouse in Boston. And get this, he's apparently been trying to send gifts to the kids, and they're returning them, unopened. The neighborhood's talking too. One post on Nextdoor said Megan was seen dragging garbage bags into her SUV at 2 a.m., then driving off with a friend. Another neighbor claimed she's been walking the family dog alone every night and is staring blankly at the sidewalk. Heartbreak looks different on everyone, but Megan? She's in her revenge era.
Oh, look at these two.
All right, come on.
And in the
You're
most
okay?
recent twist, allegedly, Megan's private investigator uncovered financial irregularities. Now there's talk of corporate fraud, backdated contracts, and offshore invoices linked to a dummy shell company in the Cayman Islands. This went from romantic scandal to legal thriller real fast. Meanwhile, Kristin has gone silent. No Instagram stories, no press statements, not even a soft denial. Some say she's hiding out in upstate New York. Others claim she's negotiating her severance package while working with a crisis manager. Either way, she's on ice. Reddit sleuths even found an old Twitter alt account allegedly belonging to Kristin, where she followed motivational affair quote pages. One tweet read, "Sometimes the real love comes after the first vows." Girl, this isn't poetic. It's pathetic. The corporate fallout is escalating too. Astronomer's board quietly scrubbed dozens of calendar logs and investor recordings from their cloud drives, likely under the advice of lawyers. But ex-employees are coming forward. Some have receipts, others have screenshots. It's looking like a class action lawsuit might be next. Meanwhile, media outlets are begging Megan for an interview. Page 6. News. Even a certain former Real Housewife reportedly reached out to help her get a brand deal. Megan might be about to go from betrayed wife to the next it girl of redemption. And y'all, let's not forget Chris Martin's original shade. That moment on stage when he said, they're either having an affair or just very shy? Legendary. He didn't just break the internet, he might have cracked open a corporate conspiracy. People are now asking, Was that kiss cam moment really spontaneous? Or was someone at Coldplay's media team tipped off? Could Meghan or a whistleblower have staged it to force the exposure? Some say yes, some say karma. Either way, it worked. Final thought? Andy Byron thought he could play CEO by day and lover boy by night. But he didn't expect to get exposed by his own children, his wife, his neighbors, his employees, and half the internet, all in the span of 1 week. That's not just a fall from grace. That's a full-blown crash landing. And honestly, we're just getting started. The kiss cam might have captured the moment, but the leaks, the stories, and the tea, they're still spilling. And if Meghan's podcast actually drops, oof. The final nail in this man's reputation might already be in the toolbox. But now I have to ask y'all, what do you think really happened here? Do you believe Andy's daughter actually leaked those voice notes? Or do you think someone inside the company wanted revenge and used the family as cover? And be honest, do you think Kristin Cabot was in love, or was this all a power play to climb the corporate ladder? And what about Meghan? Should she do that tell-all podcast or keep it classy and private? Would you listen if she dropped those burner phone receipts and secret poems in her own voice? Because baby, I would have my popcorn ready. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one of them. Let's get into it together. If this tea had you gasping even once, hit that like button. Don't play. And if you love the drama, the mess, and the unfiltered behind-the-scenes gossip, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. We've got more heat coming. And trust me, the next scandal might just be bigger than this one. So buckle up, boo. It's gonna get wild.